Greetings and salutations! Previously we talked about the writer Douglas Adams who wrote for Talbot when it comes to, you know, some of his things, like when it comes to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Monty Python, and he even did quite a few episodes of Doctor Who. So this time we're looking at one of his specifically. In this case, you know, Shada. And, like, more specifically, like when it comes to Doctor Who serials that have been, you know, either gone missing or even ones that never saw the light of day, that's what we're looking at. Shada had been one that had, you know, had barely even gotten finished before, you know, like, parts of it had been, you know, missing and all that. But from the use of animation, it was given a new life in a way. So let's talk about it. But before we do that, you know who we are. We are for you. Well, what exactly was the story for this one about? Like, you know, what happened? Well, the story revolves around the lost planet of Shada, on which the Time Lords built a prison for defeated would-be conquerors of the universe. Skarg and one such inmate needs the help of one of the prisoner inmates. He finds nobody.
The foundation for the study of advanced sciences is under strict quarantine. Do not approach. Do not approach. Everything is under our control.
He finds nobody knows where Shada is anymore, except one aged Time Lord who has retired to Earth, where he is a professor at St. Seed's College.
Yes, nice young chap. Died rather tragically at the age of, well, run over by a coach and pair.
What was it you said to him?
Oh, I don't know. Long time ago, you know.
Yes. Professor, when we met, you were kind enough to say that if I dropped by, you'd lend me some of your books on carbon dating.
Oh, yes, of course.
Luckily for the universe, Skar's attempt to force the information out of the professor concedes with a visit by the professor's old friend, the Fourth Doctor. So before we get into talking about, like, you know, like all this fact, yes, basically, like, what happened was this episode had been, you know, shot and all that. This one was originally going to be a bit of a longer one, and that it was going to be, I think it was going to be 6 serials to make one full story. Like, you know, like each episode would be one full containing story. But as that process would go, the amount that it had was slowly, you know, changed. But sadly, it was never finished. There was quite a lot of it that was done, but there was still moments of it that was, like, you know, either deleted, that were lost, and other such things as that nature. But before we watch this, I hadn't watched a lot when it comes to the Fourth Doctor, played by Tom Baker, who fans have said like, as their favorite Doctor. Like, sort of like how, like, when it comes to this Fourth Doctor, a lot of people have said, like, he's their favorite, or others have said, like, hey, my favorite one is David Tennant. So yeah, I now realize that, like, why a lot of folks actually will like Tom Baker's run as the character, and the fact that, you know, he is such a mad lad that he is just so much fun to watch when it comes to playing the character, the role of the character. And
you can't go.
Can't. There's no such word as can't.
Oh.
Why not?
Rushing off and leave them in the lurch.
Can't I?
And I gotta say, when it comes to this, you know, this storyline, at times it can be rather dark in that the villain, one thing that he can do is that he can has this attack in which he uses, like, a...
No! No! No!
You're not fighting, Professor.
Start fighting, or you will die.
Floating ball that in a way messes with you in a way, and that sort of like say the orbs from the what was that series? Basically the killer of the tall man, and all that. Except he didn't have spikes, so it was mostly just like it messes with you mentally, it messes with your mind and all that stuff. And it's actually a pretty cool idea for Doctor Who, in that this guy, this antagonist, is not to be trifled with. And although I do find his outfits rather fabulous, especially when he's walking into his ship and it's like basically it's just like invisible. So that's a pretty cool idea. And one thing that the Doctor does is that he, in a way, uses this guy's ship in a way. At times he has time to pretend like, like, I'm passed. Don't worry, a computer. I'm passed. You don't need to worry about me, and all that. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Like I previously said, the episode was never finished, so that was why they used a bit of animation. So what they did was using the animation style from the Power of Dog, and it seems to work in that whenever like it suddenly transfers to the using of animation for this, it seems to work rather well, and that it gives the story a bit more of an otherworldly vibes. Especially since, like, helps it even more, like, especially for Doctor Who. And the final villain in the special has a blood diamond. It's not really blood diamonds, like say blood everywhere, but more like say diamond. In that, he's a thrashing monster and all that. It's just a pretty cool visual idea, in that especially since this is a man in a suit. And honestly, I think some other cool ideas that it goes for is that I kind of like the ending in a way, in that the doctor's friend, the professor, has like moments like say where his pupils can turn yellow in a way, just like say, hey, yeah, I'm still a Time Lord, because yeah, he is. And so is Ramona, I believe. I didn't really know much about the character of Ramona, and yeah, I kind of think the idea of having a Time Lord as a companion is a pretty cool idea, because then, like, yeah, there's more stories that can be done in that you have a character who is similar to you when it comes to your time on the planet of Gallifrey, I'd say. And overall, I'd say the things that I kind of like is that, like, the ending in which the Doctor is basically going into the TARDIS, and then the police are going like saying, what's going on here, in a way. And I do like that how, like, when they go to trying to have an edit, they have like the use of an older Tom Baker now, instead of just like say, okay, since we don't have the use of power of de-aging and all that, we're going to use him how he current age Tom Baker for the okay, as the character now. And yeah, I think that actually pretty works, in that it kind of helps, like, okay, maybe his version of the Doctor is still out there, because, like, at one point in Doctor Who, he did show up as the caretaker for a, what was it, a art gallery. I think it was in the Day of the Doctor, I believe. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. And that sadly, you know, it wasn't really able to be finished, but it was able to give Douglas Adams, you know, one of his stories a new life in a way. But I can hear that ship calling me. I better get out of here. See you next time.